thing that I'm so curious about is like how early it goes. Because like his whole come up is still so vague. Like we think we kind of understand it, but like he, goes to school in New York, graduates, whatever.
I don't think he graduates. I think he doesn't even
graduates high school.
Yeah, high school.
Goes to college, drops out of college.
Yeah.
And then is immediately hired at like the most prestigious
this private school,
the Dalton school.
Dalton.
And the headmaster at the time is William Barr or Donald Barr,
which is William Barr's dad.
Yeah.
And William Barr, before he was the headmaster, started what will be the CIA.
Right.
I think it was called something else back in the day. We can look at that. Do you know what it was called?
Prior to? No.
Anyway, it was under a different name at the time.
The OSS?
Office of Strategic Services.
You're right, OSS. Damn, my boy. Okay, forehead.
Come on, forehead.
You got to hit that shit right here.
I got to use all my fire.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like the fact that early on he's getting connected with these elite circles. And from that school is allegedly when he starts meeting really prominent parents of kids that are going there and then is connecting with these parents and then moving up the ranks, getting to Bear Stearns, et cetera.
So he gets the Bears.
But I'm like, he gets this first thing. And I think people overlook that. How difficult is that job to get?
To get a job as a teacher at a private school?
The most prestigious private school without having a college degree?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So is he already being groomed at that point? Is he already being set up to do this?
You don't think that's crazy?
Is he getting set up by the time he's 19, 20 years old to run this life as a spy?
Like to be a teacher at a public school, you need a master's.
Not back in the day. We're talking about like,
I
think they would let any idiot teach back in the day. I actually think it was, actually quite common where like,
look this up because I think you're just talking shit right now.
Also, the weirdest thing about this photo, his name is spelled wrong. I always thought that was so weird.
It's I before E?
No, it is T-I-N-E. His name is T-E-I-N.
That's what I see right there.
That's what it says.
No, E-P-S-T-I-N-E.
Oh, you're talking about on the board. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Oh.
And he wrote that.
I always thought like it's like a joke. Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's not even his name.
It's just a weird ripple to me. I'm like, why is that like that? Anyway.
That's
hold on. Go back to the image. Go back to the image because I don't know if people are noticing this. Okay, so it looks like zoom out a little bit. So it looks like a yearbook picture or something was taken, and at the bottom, printed is his name. It says math science teacher, and his name is spelled correctly. On the blackboard in the background of the image, his name is spelled E-P-S-T-I-N-E, and the E is kind of cut off. And why would he spell his name incorrectly? Or is it a student that spelled his name?
Is he doing like a joke? Like, oh, I'm the teacher. I'm the new guy. I can't even spell my name. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so you're thinking that he could be groomed from a very young age. Yep. So the question is...
And then he gets on the Rockefeller board.
Like, how soon after this?
I don't even know, maybe like 4 years, something like that. And his explanation with Bannon is so weird. His explanation with Bannon is this. I think he's like at Bear Stearns. And he's like, yeah, you see at the time, like, if you had a calculator, one of the TI-84 calculators, you could do all these very professional computations. You had a huge advantage. And so they poached me and they say, you're going to be on the board of the Rockefeller thing because I had a calculator. I'm like, whoa, what? Yeah. Because you have a calculator, you're now like on the board of this extremely prestigious organization.
At what age is he on the board?
Like 20 something.
So this is before Bear Stearns?
I think this is while he's at Bear Stearns.
Okay.
So he spelled boob with his calculator.
Mine, bro.
Like, whoa. Like a calculator is what got you in? I'm like,
what
that's crazy.
division was he working at Bear Stearns?
I think he was just like a trader. And then like he was like working his way up.
My understanding is that they placed him in a specific division, right? And that division could have been used if you were going to launder money to, transfer weapons around the world. Like if the United States government is doing it, they're not doing it through their own banks. So you're going to have to find a bank with influence where you can't transfer these funds or do other stuff. I forget what the division, BRCC or something like that. Can you look that up? Like what division was he at Bear Stearns?
I think you just said one of the names of
He swiftly moved up from an options trader working in the special products division and then advised the bank's wealthiest clients. That's all I have there.
What was it? Oh, yeah, Black Rifle Coffee. My bad. I think it was that. I know, yeah, he was working for Black Rifle back in the day. America's Coffee. America's Coffee.
Badass.
Yeah.
Special products division.
Special products division at Bear Stearns. Quickly advancing to be wealthy clients on tax mitigation strategies before becoming a limited partner.
And then he gets fired, right?
following a violation. But I'm like, look, we can all speculate how he gets his money. Is it Les Wexner? Is it, Robert Maxwell's secret fortune? Or is he being set up from the time that he's 19 years old to be inserted into these institutions?
So why him?
That's what I don't understand.
What does he show at 19 years of age that they're going to let him be one of the most powerful and influential people on the planet?
That's what I don't get. It could have just be coincidence, and that, of course, the person that's going to get connected to all these things is the person that's in these institutions. So therefore, it's just like, survivor bias. I don't know.
Julian Dory hit us with a fantastic. What would you frame this as? Because he's not presenting this as fact.
A theory,
a fantastic theory.
Story, a narrative.
I like this.
Soap opera.
So, I guess the lawyer, what was his name? Edwards, who was representing some of the girls that he had assaulted and trafficked down in Palm Beach. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the lawyer, something Edwards.
Okay.
I believe, I could be butchering this. He gets access to interview Epstein's longtime house cleaner, house manager. Yeah, Bradley James Edwards. I'm pretty sure this is the case. And they do an interview with him. And one of the things he says is like, yeah, Epstein was like kind of wealthy. Like, when I knew him, he was living on the Upper East Side or whatever like that. And then in 1992, shit changed. He gets the mansion, the houses, they're talking about buying jets and everything. So like something happened around that time. And then Julian says, in 1991, Robert Maxwell is he found guilty or is he killed?
He passes away suddenly after falling off a boat.
Robert Maxwell is Ghislaine Maxwell's father.
Yeah, this story I'm familiar with.
And people are saying Mossad spy, but he was also like this media magnate in the UK. And
falls off a boat.
Dies, always happens. But what had happened is that he was getting...
He just tried to do a backflip for the first time.
Exactly.
That was it. That shit happened, bro.
But what had happened is apparently his companies had gone broke and he was stealing money from the pension funds of people in the UK. And you've heard this story. What Julian posits is that is not the case and that they didn't go broke and that he hired Epstein to essentially extract all of his wealth using his ability to like move and launder money without detection around the world. And he takes the wealth on himself. And Ghislaine is at his hip because that's her access to his fortune, or which is really her fortune. But if it maintained under Maxwell's name, obviously it would go back and pay all those people that they stole money from, et cetera. All the wealth would be seized. Like they seized everything else, even though there was, I guess, nothing there besides like real estate. Anyway, interesting theory how he can go from 1991 to 1992, be worth hundreds of millions of dollars out of nowhere. Who knows if it's actually true? And having money is important.
Maybe she's the mastermind in all this
some
shit.
people say that.
Yeah, I've heard people say
Some people say that he's actually working for her.
because it's working out for her.
What was the Reddit shit you told me about the other day?
Yeah, the Maxwell Hill thing. Did I say about this?
This is, the account that was being...
That this theory is that
moderator.
she's the one that is moderating world news and a bunch of other massive subreddits all on Reddit, controlling the daily narrative of what people digest about the world.
Learned it from her dad.
Her dad, obviously a media mogul, and is basically just like learns how to control information. She starts the account shortly after Epstein is allegedly starts the account, if this is her, shortly after Epstein is arrested in like 2006, and basically is posting every day, 12 times a day about world news, geopolitics, all this stuff under this account called Maxwell Hill. And then in 2020, when she's arrested, the account goes ghost, doesn't post to this day. So people are like, yeah, it's pretty obviously her. She has like different sort of British little aphorisms inside the messages and things that she's posting. She says that her birthday is in December. Like the account person says that her birthday is in December. Her birthday is December 25th.
There are gaps within when she posts that line up with her mother dying, like a 3 or 4 day gap. And then also another gap where she's speaking at a conference of some sort.
So it could be coincidental. It could be the fact that there's an account with the Maxwell thing, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's all lining up. It's possible.
And then moderators have so much power on Reddit to make some stuff more popular than others. So now you're controlling what people see.
Yeah.